Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Welcome to chapter 5.1c, Help Notes for Nahmad and Hayward, a New Arabic Grammar. In this part we will deal with the dual and how they are used with idaafat. Here is a simple sentence, Bana bayt al-khashab. Here the sentence reads, he made the house of wood. Bayt al-khashab is an idaafah. You can tell because it's two nouns coupled together. The second one has al and the first one doesn't, and the dead giveaway is that it doesn't have a tanween. The second noun, known as al-mudaf ilay, has a kasra, and there's nothing giving it a kasra, i.e. there's no harf jar, and therefore it must be the mudaf ilay. And the first noun, despite not having an al, only has a fatha, even though it is munsarif. So this is Bana bayt al-khashab. He made a house of wood. Now he's going to make two houses of wood. Bana baytaini min al-khashab. He made two houses from wood. He made two houses from wood. Baytain is the dual, al-muthanna. And the reason we've made this muthanna with the ya and not the alif is because it is the maf'ulun bihi of bana. And the maf'ulun bihi is always mansub. And the muthanna, when it is mansub or majroor, takes a ya rather than an alif. Now suppose we wanted to rewrite this sentence but put the baytain in an idaafah with al-khashab. We said that the idaafah usually is a way of expressing the relationship between two nouns which are linked by a harf jar, with the harf jar eliminated. So there's the harf jar, it is min. Let us just eliminate it and we should be able to write Bana baytain al-khashab. But this is not the way the Arabs say it, and that's why I put the noon in green. They do not like that noon and remove it when they put the dual in an idaafah, and the dual word is the mudaf. Bana baytay al-khashabi. The reason the ya here, the ya is just this ya here, written as you would write a ya at the end of a word. This ya had a sukoon, which is the ya of the al-muthanna or the dual. The noon has simply been deleted. When you have two letters, both of which have sakins, the Arabs do not like that, and they change the first letter and give it a harakah. So you will say Bana baytay al-khashab. If you were to stop, then you would read Bana baytay al-khashab, though that's not really recommended because you break apart an idaafah. He made the two houses of wood. Here is an example from the Quran. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. It is just part of an ayah which reads وَأَقِمِ الصَّلَاةَ طَرَفَيِ النَّهَارِ. Can you spot the idaafah? Here it is, طَرَفَيِ النَّهَارِ. Taraf means side or the end. Ain is the dual ending, and an-nahar of the day. So if you write tarafain plus nahar in an idaafah, we have to remove the noon, so we write tarafai an-nahar. And likewise, because we have two sakin letters together, we have to give the preceding letter a harakah, tarafayn nahar. So here in this ayah, وَأَقِمِ الصَّلَاةِ, وَأَقِمْ, and establish as-salah, the prayer, tarafay, the two ends of the day. It is understood by the ulama that the word tarafay and nahar refer to three prayers, that is denoting all the two ends of the day, i.e. the entire day, which are fajr on one hand, on the one side, marking the beginning of the day, and dhuhr and asr marking the end of the day. Here is an example of another dual word occurring in the Quran. See if you can spot the idaafah. The idaafah is here. Yada abi. So أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب. In this we have tabbat means perished. Yada was actually yadan, and abi is father. The two hands of the father of the fire, i.e. the name Abu Lahab, watab, and indeed they perished. So yadan plus abi, the noon disappears, and we are left with yada abi. The alif, which has a sukoon, is followed by a hamza with a haraka, so we don't need to apply any voweling to it. Hence we read it as yada abi. Why is the noon removed from the dual? Consider these three letters. Ba with two dhammas, ba with two fathas, and ba with two kasras. If we were to pronounce them, we would pronounce them as bun, ban, and bin. Now if you look over here, we could rewrite bun as ba with one dhamma and noon with a sukoon. These are virtually identical. Likewise, ban is ba with a fatha followed by a noon with a sukoon. The same thing applies to bin. Bin is a ba with a kasra and a noon with a sukoon. So whenever we have a tanween, you could almost imagine there is a noon hidden inside. In the dual al-muthanna, that is why the noon is removed from the al-mudaf. So if we look at this table here, which we met in chapter 4, we had in the first row, as an orthographical rule, you're not allowed to write the tanween for the al-mudaf, the first of the pair of words in an idaafah. We can now add this noon in grey to signify that whether the dual is of alif noon or ya noon, we have to also delete the noon from the al-mudaf. If the dual is al-mudaf ilay, this rule does not apply. Hence you've got the ticks. And that brings us to the end of this video. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.